I like the sound of millions. When I hear million, it's like I'm prophesying, I'm speaking to my life. Million. When you say it's million, you know the feel. It's like million. 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 1 billion. I still mention money in the old currency. 20 million.
20 million. 20 billion.
Abba neke.
Waba neke.
Easy Talk, a daily question, your bold opinions. Let's spark some lively discussions on 3FM Drive.
All right, so today the conversation is quite simple. Working from home, is it a game changer or a dream killer? That's all we're asking. Is working from home a game changer or dream killer? Now, most of us started working from home when COVID hit. And I always say COVID was a catalyst for a huge change.
Right.
It was used to move us into this era where we are in this exponential world where things are moving really fast.
Right.
COVID taught us that we could actually work remotely. It taught us that we could use technology better than we were using it at the time. I think before COVID, we were underusing the internet, and just a few people were using the internet well, and using things like data, not just the internet data, but data information. People were not taking advantage of all these things. Fast forward, some people had to work from home. People, I mean, I remember at the time I was consulting for the folklore board. I wasn't a board member then, and we had to create home lessons for kids, for the folklore clubs that we had. Some of us had to do the Matic Club meetings online. People had to have board meetings online. I remember one incident where we were having a serious meeting, and one of the board members, and please, this is not any Ghanaian board, before we go researching.
OSP go get you.
One of the board members had a domestic fight at home, and we could all hear. Yeah, everybody could hear everything that happened. You know, those were the moments.
Right.
Now it's become a thing. You walk into a typical mall. Maybe in Ghana, I don't see it happen a lot. But you walk into a mall, maybe somewhere in South Africa. I remember I had an issue with my ATM card, and I went to the bank, and there was no one there. You know, I had to do everything. There was just two people, and they had to just tell me, you know, just go to one of the machines, lodge in your complaint, and you'll be attended to within a few minutes. You sit at home. You know, I think they have a very advanced system where when I was doing my company registration, I did my company registration, I did everything online, took a picture of my passport, and all of that, and everything was done.
And it's smooth and fast.
My certificate was sent to me. I didn't have to go there to collect it. There was no middleman to collect my money. All I had to do was to go to the police station and have the registrar do a check and sign for me. So we're getting there.
Right.
We're getting there. And so now the question I'm asking today is, working from home, is it a game changer or a dream killer? You hear people say, me at their house where I've been able to make, you know, 4,000, 5,000 USD, you know, trading and doing all kinds of things at home. So I don't know. Is it really a game changer, or is it also killing dreams? Because people too have stayed at home, they become bigger in size. They've lost drive. They don't feel like working. Let's discuss. Jane.
Hi, friends.
Hi, Jane.
Fine, Jane. Hi, colleague.
Hi, colleague.
Yeah.
I don't. That both sides have their pros and their cons. But I personally, I would want to be in person at work. Like I don't think working from home would work for me. It has its pros. I mean, for those who are used to the calm, I'm to myself kind of work environment, it will work for them. And do you guys know who Azamen are? Do you know Azamen?
No.
Go and read about Azamen.
Hey.
I'm sure some of the listeners will know. The Azamen are the ones who would, fancy working from home because it's easier. All they need is their laptop.
But explain
They can
to us so
find.
that
Please read about it.
In case
They
we
can
want to
find
be
whatever.
Educate us. We want to know.
Hey, we want to be Azamen too. I mean, who knows?
Read about who
Maybe
an
you can have an
Azaman
Azaman.
is.
Who is an
You know
Azaman?
who an
Me, I heard it
Azaman
in
is.
a song. I heard it.
Azaman.
Me first time hearing.
I heard it
honestly.
in a song. Abiam, do you have that song?
All I can say is those who just need their laptop to work. They are the ones that it will work for them. Just be in the comfort of your house. But for me,
But Jane, I do almost everything remotely.
Yeah, I
But
mean.
apart from
So am I an Azaman?
radio,
Or
my
there's
radio
a
job.
more
no,
meaning
you're
to
not.
it?
You can't be an Azaman.
So what is Azaman?
Oh, find out, guys. But then, for me, the con
I feel
in
it's
working
not,
from home would be how do you like it stifles your socialization side, because I would prefer coming to work, seeing this beast, talking, getting all the gist, working with people hand in hand.
Did you see the parliament where the MP was speaking and a naked woman walked behind him?
Right.
And from what the Speaker of Parliament said, he said, it is not the first time, Honorable. This is not the first
I
time,
have not
Honorable.
seen that video.
I'll look for that video for you. And the woman just walks naked with a butt twice.
My God.
Yeah.
On national TV.
Yeah, I think it's South Africa, one of the Southern African countries.
Oh, okay.
Right.
Okay. I think I may have seen it.
Yeah,
somewhere on
and this
TV.
was so
Wow.
yeah, I get where you're coming from.
Awesome.
But then there's also joy in coming to work, not being at home, showing up in a structured environment, meeting your colleagues, getting ideas on what you want to work on. It's the joy that comes with seeing your colleagues that makes the work more fun and enjoyable.
But you
me,
do know that we're getting into
the digital era.
Yeah. We are already in it.
You're in it.
I know, but that doesn't mean
Robotic
human
era,
beings or
robotic.
the human resource will not be
AI
needed.
era.
We are going to be needed one way or the other.
No,
so
no,
we
we'll
have to modernize
we'll be
and
less
incorporate
needed.
the
No,
digital into our work.
at this point, the conversation is actually even beyond being needed or not.
Oh, yeah.
It's about you are needed, but if you can fix it at home,
Right.
then
Why
what's
not?
the point? With this electric cars coming up, there'll be a time where some mechanics will be stale.
Yeah.
Where you can just, look, I saw a Tesla. I don't know if that's in Ghana yet, but I went for a car show and I saw a Tesla, which is why I really love the museum that's been done.
Okay.
I saw a Tesla without an engine. It just uses a chip. And there's the space in front where you can park your things and a space behind where you can.
Right.
And so this means that for it to be fixed, it has to be done digitally.
Right.
So somebody can be home who has studied it, can just be there, papa, and say, I fixed
We
it.
just fix it.
Habits. Look,
Same way they can also kill you. Yeah.
I mean,
If there's internet, you can just papa.
both sides go both ways, like I say. But Michael, what says you?
well, to me, for me, I've experienced it working from home, and it has been productive. But you said I wasn't as a man.
Continue.
Okay. For me,
Oh, the two of you,
Today I'm
you just
keeping
make my
Keeping
day.
it cool.
yeah, today is a Tuesday, so I'm keeping it easy. It depends. I always keep on saying that it depends on what you are doing and what the focus is and what you are looking out for. And what the job demands is like. So for me, I think during the COVID times and everything, that's when I even realized that a lot of things can actually be done from home. What was the use of going to the office? Because we're doing all the presentations, we're doing all the meetings and all that. It was just left with, okay, the execution. The execution is that you have to be in person. But back in the days, it's more or less like, let's have a meeting before we can actually proceed from here and that. So I always keep on saying, like I'm saying, it depends on what exactly it is that you're doing and how effective it was. And we had working hours. And everybody was at their post and everything because you finish and then you go. So it was like a cycle, it was a chain. So then if somebody was not in the chain, then it breaks the chain and then it becomes a problem and work was not progressive. You get what I'm saying? I think at a point we did some awards, cry and all that. Yeah. Doing on the internet.
On the internet, yeah.
You did awards for
Even I think one of the awards, yeah.
Right, and it was possible. In fact, when the idea even came up, we were like, hey, how can we even execute this, you know? But then it came out well and all that. Now, most of us were even able to build careers. Now, most of the tools that we didn't know about, we got to understand them. Some people didn't even know about Excel. We didn't even know that, you could probably use these tools to get these things done and all that. It was around that moment that I got to realize that we're even underusing our phones. Do you understand? Like, you know, Jane underuses her phone, apart from Snapchat. I mean,
which is a very good app.
Yeah, apart from Snap. But I mean, there's more to do with the iPhone than just Snap.
I use my laptop for all of this.
We are not arguing. I mean, I'm making a point.
Okay.
Are there as a women?
No, only as a men. Only as a men.
I think there are as a women.
Please. Aza can only be done by men.
But we do know that, I mean, like, I just need to put this out. Countries like France, Germany. So France now, they have a labor code that you can work remotely. Germany also introduced a temporary legal right to work from home. It started during the pandemic. The Netherlands, Belgium, Spain, it goes on and on.
I think COVID.
No,
COVID
even some like companies here. I know 2 big companies right now that they still work from home.
Everybody or some specific job titles?
Most of them. I can say like 90%. Very big telco company, they work from home. Yeah, and you know what? It has saved them a lot.
And there are companies who have staff that work maybe 2 weeks from home, 2 weeks in person.
Right. And I mean, it's happening, and it saves a lot.
But then we're asking, would it not be a dream killer?
How does it become a dream killer? Unless
not entirely, but to some extent.
How does it become entirely?
Yes, you know, what do you think?
To some extent?
You are quiet today.
She doesn't want to show her dimples.
Yeah.
I'm enjoying the conversation.
I didn't know she had dimples.
Dimples are not simple.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
Bars. You need to go 10 rapper.
My producer is hating, but yeah. As you know.
So I think, I mean, it depends on the person in the, situation. Because there are some people who cannot be disciplined enough to go on with their jobs if they are not in a structured space, like in an office space, right? And there are some too that, they can operate, whether they are remote or in the office space. So I think we need to consider the person in question, whether it's good for you or it's not good for you. But I think with the way the world is going, I think a blend should work. Because there are certain things that you can do from home that you don't necessarily have to come to the office to do. But at the end of the day, we still come in this.
So you don't think it's a dream killer? I think that you'll be home. You are not.
You'll be done.
You are not meeting your colleagues. Nothing is pushing you. You are not being competitive. You are not being competitive.
No.
Platform. Have you not heard that the usage of all the social media apps is making people dumber than they used to be?
In my case,
there's that temptation of checking WhatsApp every now and then whilst you're working on your internet. You know,
distractions from family members and all of that.
I don't know what you guys are talking about. But to be very honest,
you are working seriously and you see a message and it's view once. You see, the moment you get
will stop and go and view.
You will view once.
No, why would you stop?
No, but the issue is, it depends on what kind of work you're doing. At a point, I was replying major 24 emails in a day.
Michael, I'm not
get what I'm
disputing
saying.
all of that.
No, I mean, it depends on what you are doing.
We are downplaying how therapeutic it is to come to work, like physically, and see your colleagues. Like, it even gives you some bigger creativity, innovative skills.
What innovation comes with coming to see your face at work?
I'm not talking about you personally, but the kind of motivation I get if I see my boss Lois, I see Mr. Massive, I see Abiam on the turntables. Like, I get new angles on what
I agree with you. Today I'm on your side.
But
the kind of motivation I get when I see Esinue
Don't
Not
downplay
the
it.
same. Don't downplay it.
No,
Don't downplay
Oh,
it.
but why? There's video call. There's stuff.
Exactly.
There's stuff that you can
Lois
actually
is
do.
listening. She
platform.
shouldn't downplay it.
I think working from home is a dream killer.
No, man, it's not a dream
it's
killer.
a
I
dream
mean,
killer. It's
it can never be.
You would think that you being like glued to your whatever device it is actually opens you up to innovate, but it stifles your innovative
But you
capacity.
see, let us
It
be
does.
able to define it well. The fact that you're working from home,
All right,
like I was saying, you work
let's
from home,
find
but
out.
the
Let's
execution
find
is
out.
somewhere.
Let's find out what the guys listening have to say. 0559242717 0556910154. Is working from home a dream killer or it is a game changer? Are we truly being productive working from home? Some people, they actually don't do anything on the laptop. They are just holding it. It's on their laptop.
Azamen.
That's the Azamen. Eh? All right, so we have a call already. Hello.
Yeah, hello.
Yes, good afternoon.
Good afternoon. How are you?
I'm good. You're my first caller. Your name is?
Lucifer.
Oh, Lucifer.
Hey,
Lucifer, today the boys be serious. Oh.
has he taking some streptols or what?
The voice is sounding.
Lucifer, what's your take on this?
See, first of all, she should stop saying Azamen. Stop
Okay.
saying it.
Okay.
Because we have other women also.
Oh dear, dear,
Are you
please,
sure?
Oh,
please.
yeah.
But
we have
Lucifer,
other
explain
women
to us what's Azamen.
It's simply the frosters. You know, the frosters. Let me make it clear, simple. The frosters.
Why have you broken the code, Lucifer?
Oh, please. You know it.
So Lucifer, there are other women too, eh?
I know one lady, Rama. Till she died. She's a teacher, but forget it. She never leaves her laptop a second.
Wow.
That'd be hard.
Sure, the laptop is the pillow. It's the boyfriend. It's the husband. It's everything.
Wow.
When it comes to bed, number one. You have other women also.
Yeah. Oh, me, I
She
know.
stop saying that. Then take the Kofodia flowers. They are still there. Oh.
The flowers are still there.
Sure. Now, first they were thousands, now they are billions.
We the come.
We they come, but me, I just they come with Mike because I have my flowers here.
If you bring your flowers, we foreigners, we are tired of the flowers over here. So you bring your own.
I should bring my
You
own.
will see the vampires go suck all their blood.
Thank you so much, Lucifer. 0559242717 or 0556910154. Let your voice be heard. It's Easy Talk here. We're asking. This is a very look. As much as we're having fun with it, it's a very important question. It's something we need to look at. Is working from home a game changer or a dream killer? For employers, it's actually a game changer. It can be a game changer because then, one, you don't have to pay. I literally had to close a whole office space down because, and it was when we started working from home and I realized how unnecessary having the space was.
Really?
Yes.
Yeah.
Because it was then that we realized that half of the time we are out working for the clients and moving back and forth, and then we only come back to just give us a sense of belonging. So we just come back and we wait till 5 and we go because all the work is done out there.
But will it be very effective for the employer? Because as an employer, you may also have to be checking and
as
supervising.
As a sole proprietor, everything is on you.
Yeah.
You're paying the rent and all of that. It's not easy, Jane. We have a caller. Hello.
Hello,
Yes, sir. What's your name, please?
this is Achilles.
Oh, Achilles. So, Achilles,
Yeah.
this one is simple. Is working from home a game changer or a dream killer?
For me, all my life I've been working from home.
Oh, okay. Okay.
I don't need to see my colleagues.
Oh dear.
Why do I have to see them?
Why
They don't
shouldn't-
motivate me in any way.
Oh,
It can be therapeutic.
No, I motivate myself.
Thank you.
Oh, okay.
I feel you. I feel
This
you.
is me. I'm me. They are
Okay.
they. So they should do them, and I do me.
Exactly. I feel you.
The other time there was a question. A question on board like, will you break up from a work that is
toxic
stressful
work
there than
environment.
to be there for financial
toxic
stability, something like
environment.
that.
Yeah.
Just compared to this, just be home, so that you ignore some people,
That's all. True.
Oh,
you ignore some certain things.
I
Then you are free to go.
It be serious.
it's not
You will
so.
be there as a man. You like that?
But the teamwork make the dream work.
That's
But we do
strange.
teamwork. Why? That's even, it's called teams.
No, unless you are trying to tell me
That's
you
why it's
don't
called
need
teams.
you don't need your colleagues in any way. Like you don't need
You don't
them,
need your
which I
colleagues to be
think
motivated.
cannot
That's the
happen.
whole issue.
In certain fields, where
When your CV
when I see
written
all
that-
those guys, these guys who either data analysts, or this IT related stuff, when the only time I see them reach out to their colleagues is via phone. And it's a quick one.
Right.
I'm trying to code something, I'm not getting what do, and then the other one will. They never really. Those guys are very antisocial.
But even them, won't they need criticisms for any of like wouldn't they need
Everything
evaluation?
is
Mail?
done. Everything is done by
guys.
mail. Everything is done by Zoom. There's Teams, like you're saying. The Teams make the dream work. And
Work.
Teams is, I mean, it's an app.
Anyways, guys, I just want to take your last few comments. Today, time. We didn't have a lot of time to dissect
Yeah.
this, but yeah, we'll do that another time.
Teamwork makes the dream work, like you said, Trick. We need one another. We need combined efforts to make sure every work we do is carried out well and efficiently. I need Michael to check what kind of work it is. If he can do it from home, it's all right, but not all the time. Like, I need you to look me eyeball to eyeball, criticize me. If we need to go and have drinks somewhere, let's have it, but let it be work-based. You get me? Or I'm deviating.
No, because this one there, it looks like what you're saying is even a dream killer. Michael.
Yeah. So me, what I would say is that I experienced it during COVID times and everything. And one of the biggest productions I've ever jammed on or worked on, we had to work 3 months or sometimes 4 months online without seeing each other until we got to get 2 weeks to actually execute the whole production. Wow. And I mean, it was smooth. I can give you an example, maybe on radio, so you don't want to do any adverts, but most of the big
Don't
productions...
do adverts.
Right, exactly. Most of the big productions that like I worked on, I never saw the people until like 2 weeks when we physically saw each other, and work was very smooth. I mean, because then everybody is aligned. You get what I'm saying? And like I always keep on saying, do what works for you. For me, it works for me out there. On physical, it works for me. That be it.
Okay, as you know, it's your turn.
Yeah, so what I think is a game changer. All you need to do is to be disciplined enough to stay like glued to your schedules and everything. And if there are distractions, just close your ears to all those distractions. And I think it's a game changer.
So you want to be home. You won't miss me when I'm not around.
Have you seen? Have you seen your ops now?
What's
Yeah.
a video
You've seen
call?
your ops.
There's
Microsoft.
Teams.
But it's not the same.
Zoom.
It's not the
It's the
same.
You see, you touch the screen. Let me try to touch the screen.
That's
then we'll
all.
connect.
Anyways, it's time for us to dip. News will be up next, and then we